Hey, what's up, everybody? As you already know, my name is Alyceson-Grace, and welcome to my channel. I made a video a couple weeks ago, wrote the script, I recorded it, I did everything, I was editing it this week, and I tossed it out just a couple hours ago. And then I made another video for 20 minutes I was talking, and I tossed that one too. So I decided I was just going to sit down and I was just going to talk to you and update you on this COVID-19 stuff. I haven't talked about it officially on my channel because not that many people watch my videos anyway, but I really felt like it was something important to talk about, at the very least to share kind of how it's been for me, because literally a month ago, I was celebrating my 21st birthday with my friends. And it's crazy to see how life can change so quickly. I haven't been able to go home to my mom because I really don't want to get her sick. And I know that sounds like, oh, well, that's just an excuse for you to stay up here in your college town. No, I'm being really serious. Denton has more infections than my mom's town. So there is a higher likelihood if I stay up here that I could bring something down there and bring it to my mom. And I don't want to do that. I really don't. So I would rather stay up here for as long as I can, and then when the semester is over, go back, pack up for my internship, go upstate, and go from there, and just take it a day at a time. Because up there, where my internship is, and I won't say it until after I'm done with it, but up there, there's barely anybody. So, the infection rate isn't too serious, but I also know if people get infected, that's going to be a problem. So just lift up prayers for that. My academics are a little different now. My piano class has been canceled because we can't meet in person. All my other classes are varying in difficulty, but my motivation is honestly gone. As much as I love econ, as much as I respect finance, and I love my professors, and B-Law is cool too, I just don't have the energy anymore. I'm at home. I don't get the rush of getting up and walking to class every day, seeing people, interacting with my classmates. That's all gone. So I'm struggling. Now, my university has a pass-fail option if things don't turn out so well, but there's rumors that the pass option will be registered as a 2.0, which I don't know if that's true, but that goes against what I want for my GPA. My GPA right now is like a 3.96, and I want to keep it that way if I can. So I'm really trying to get A's in these classes, but my motivation's gone. However, I do think that if I was able to get A's in fall 2018 after losing a whole parent and not dropping out of college, I think a pandemic isn't that bad, I'll just say it. I miss my fraternity brothers. Our AK Psi-versary was supposed to be in late April, and we won't see them. My PB's birthday is coming up. I can't see her. I miss my brothers. And for my sorority sisters, they say the spring is the most fun. And this was going to be my first full semester being an AKA, being an EM girl. And I don't get to grow up, with them. And now it's just all separate. And it doesn't feel the same at all. So, and of course as much as I am extroverted, I also don't like parties. So, bonding with them was going to be completely different because I didn't turn up with people, in the fall. I just went to maybe a couple parties here and there, like a Sigma party or something like that. And that was it, and that's the only one I really enjoyed. So, I'm not saying that I took them for granted. They're not quite my speed, but I'll be more open because nothing's guaranteed. My student health org, I miss the Shack members, but they're not talking. I think they all want a break. Emeralds, my heart is broken because, we work so hard for the spring show. That's our one time to showcase everything. You got Yell Like Hell for homecoming, but, the spring show is our baby. And to see it go down the drain is very painful. That's supposed to be on the 17th. So my heart breaks about that one. I think that actually is probably the one that hurts a lot for me because Emeralds, I've been on Emeralds since I was a freshman, a first semester freshman. I just became an AKA. Just a year ago, I became a brother of Alpha Kappa Psi, and I've been part of Shack since spring 18. And, but Emeralds is where I started, and I wouldn't be the person I am now without them. So that hurt very badly. my university's closed. I mean, I go to the Eagle Post to pick up my mail, but I don't see anybody else. There's nobody, which I don't understand why they still have buses running. Nobody can even get on them, but that's university for you. I'd say, my main thing that I also want to bring up, especially with, when I'm recording this, is NCAA, NDA championships, going to Daytona to compete. I'm not part of the group that would have been selected to compete for Spirit. So, cheer, dance, mascot, all of them. I wasn't going to be part of that, but there are people I know who are really solid individuals that have put their heart and soul into the program, and they don't get to go. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because, seeing how much enjoyment people got out of going to Daytona and practicing and bonding with each other for months and months and months was one of those things that endeared me towards the Spirit program. It's one of the reasons why, I was comfortable pouring my whole heart and soul into it because, the Spirit program has a very special place in my heart. Literally the night that my dad passed away, I still wanted to go and handle for one of the graduated mascots, So I would do anything for them, and to see all of their hard work for this one competition not go to waste but not be showcased, that one is very painful. And I know you could say, like, is it worse than Emeralds? I mean, I'd say it's just, that's where my heart breaks for other people because of how deeply I love the Spirit team. Emeralds is one of those that hurts me specifically because of how much I put myself into the Emeralds, how much I'm willing to pour myself into that. I was really happy because I got to dream about my dad, and I got to talk to him, and I got to spend time with him again. And I know a lot of people don't really care for dreams, but that's really the only time I can interact with my dad anymore. So I cherish those dreams. But over the course of the week, then things just got more negative. And it wasn't like I was seeing him every day or anything like that. But I had 2 dreams about him, or at least one. And one about one of my best friends who's right now deployed in the Army. And I miss him too. And they both showed up in the same dream. So that could have just been a dream about people I miss very dearly that I haven't seen in far too long. I had this nightmare about my mom being diagnosed with something that was just incurable, and I was panicking, and then I had to visit this individual called the Grief Master. And, stuff like that. It's just, I can tell my spirit's a little bit unnerved by something. That I'm just a little uneasy, that I'm just a little bit sad. But I will say that I have grown throughout COVID-19. So, for instance, on the spiritual side, I've been opening up the Bible a lot more. I'm not saying that I was a bad Christian, but I was more so I'm a good person who does well and glorifies God in everything I do. But I really wasn't doing the book work, And now I'd say I'm doing a lot better. I jump around a lot, but Zion gave me a really, really helpful tactic for finding some new scriptures. Just kind of feeling out the Bible a little bit. And then when you feel kind of inclined to open it, pop it open, read it out. And it hasn't failed me. It hasn't failed me. And it never did, even when I was a lot younger. But I think after losing somebody so suddenly, I kind of sheltered myself away from it just because it was really painful. But I really appreciate Zion's help with kind of that growth, so that was really good. Especially also talking to my girl group, my friends, we've been talking a lot more about spirituality and spiritual development. And it's one of those conversations that I don't really have on my channel because I don't have the knowledge to tell other people what they should or shouldn't be doing, and I still don't. But I can only give advice. And I'm really grateful for my friends and my significant others and my mom and my uncle and everybody around me that goes out of their way to, help me. That's something I'm really grateful for. Also, I've learned to somewhat relax a bit more. I did not allocate a lot of time for my friends, for my sisters, for my brothers, for Zion, for my mom. It was just me, either working or in class or studying or stressing or cycling between them or going somewhere. I wasn't really working out. I wasn't really cooking. I wasn't really spending quality time with people that I love. I was just on to the next thing. Now I have to stop and I have to process my grief. I've been running so far away from that grief, and now I have to process it. And it's complex grief, you know. Now I have to really just sit and enjoy my time with Zion. And that's something that I'm happy to do, you know. Like, I love Zion's company, but this is the first time I really had to just sit and just really understand that this is the person that I'm quarantined with. This is the person that I'm spending my time with. This is the person that, you know, no minute is guaranteed. This might be the last person that I see. You know, is that something I'm comfortable with? And thankfully, I'd say I'm very blessed to say that, you know, the answer is yes. I'm really very much enjoying his company. You know, COVID has actually really allowed me to indulge in other things. I cook more, you know, I'm out here cleaning a lot more. I'm really enjoying kind of the more homely type activities. You know, I'm not saying it's becoming like a grown-up relationship where, like, you know, a traditional, like, dude does this and the girl stays. Like, it's not turning into one of those. But I can feel myself maturing into somebody who's not, like, just, woe is me, my life sucks, can you do everything for me while I take care of the basics of my life, into being somebody who's more playing that equal role, or at least playing that balanced role. And I like when it's more balanced and I'm playing my part. So I'm very happy about that. I've been keeping a lot more in contact with my mom. I talk to my uncle every week, and he watches my videos. So that's really good. And I've just really learned to cherish a lot of those moments that, you know, I passed by because it was like, I have other things to do. I really don't. I mean, classes are great, but what's that gonna do? You know, I cherish my GPA, my degree, all these things, but college will be there. College will be there when you're ready. But people come and go in your life, and I think that you learn a lot from the people that you interact with. So I have to do better at spending more time with them. I have a video that's coming out later that's about, like, my Corona Chronicles, and it talks about, you can see kind of the change from interacting with people a lot to visiting just a couple of people to not seeing anyone at all. And we're still making the most of it. And I'm very grateful that, you know, I have Zion here that's to be willing to help me with it, you know, instead of being, you know, a grumpy bear about it. So I'm really grateful. I've been playing more Animal Crossing. You guys see the playlist. I'm thinking of actually playing more games on this channel. Not to make it a gaming channel, because that's not me at all. But I'm going to be honest. I get about 2, 3, 6 views per video. So frankly, I can do what I want until people actually are pulling in some views and they're like, we like you, but we want to see more of this. Nobody said anything, so I'm just doing what I want because it's my channel. So, however, if you're looking for 2 specific things, I do have 2 new channels that are actually on the way. And I thought about talking about this later, but I might as well pop it up now so that you can sub, so that when the material comes, you'll be ready. So the first thing was the Econ Queen. And that one, I'm so mad because all I need is a crown and I can't order anything because everything's on halt. So the Econ Queen is just me teaching economics, but I'm making it fun by bringing in different scenarios, different stories. And so I have to kind of make do with what I have. So it's supposed to start releasing in June, but there will be a couple of videos that I upload because I'm helping a friend out. So I'll be making videos for her. And if you watch them, that's great. Sub, I'm really good at econ. It's my degree. I have a 4.0 in the college, so in the department, so you should do that. Rose Gold Voices is the second channel. That one is all about voicing. So voiceovers, voice acting. I'm not a theater performance major, but a vast majority of my friends are. And I want to give them that platform to do their performances and to speak and to enjoy themselves. For me, I competed in oral reading. I won the 2 competitions I was in, first in my zone, all that stuff, subtle flexes. But I love to speak. I love to narrate. I love to tell stories. So if you give me material, I will read it out to you. And I don't know where I'm starting with it, but we'll figure it out as we go. I can't really do much with other people because we're not all together, but we'll figure it out. But that's really kind of all I had to say. There was one thing I did mention in the audio that I didn't mention in the second recording, and it's just that, please be super careful about COVID-19, because I'll be honest with you, I really and truly thought at the beginning of January, now that I'm like seeing that, we're in the middle of a pandemic, I really am a little concerned that I may have contracted it at some point. Now, I could be wrong, and I probably am, but at the end of the new year, going into 2020, I was sick for 2 weeks. I started off with a dry cough, sore throat, kind of tickly, and then I was bedridden. So I just was out here watching a season of Rick and Morty over and over again, not even remembering them. All I know is that I hate Jerry and I love the Mr. Meese's, but I was sick. I couldn't taste anything. My mom made food. Don't even remember what it tasted or smelled like. I was just bedridden. I was just curled up in a ball. I was like, I'm gonna die. And my fever kept rising, and I was just like, and it wouldn't break for days. And like, I don't get the flu. My mom had her flu shot, and I still got her sick. So I was like, this can't be the flu. It wasn't just allergies, because you don't get the fever with the allergies, And I was like, what the heck is this? So there are times, and I'm totally dramatized it in the audio, but I really was just like, oh shoot, I probably had corona, which with me and my mom was able to survive it. So thank God for that. But if it was it, there's nothing to worry about. But if it wasn't, I don't know that. And I don't want to test it. So much for that. But things are getting better. Things are going to be okay. Just practice social distancing. Please follow the rules. Just leave each other alone. You will see them again. And if everybody socially distances, nobody should die, because they won't be getting infected. So please, like, for the love of yourself, of your parents, of your grandparents, of your siblings, of any immunocompromised people please, I beg, just stay away, Just do that. That's all I can say. And also, don't be mean to people on the basis of race. Don't use a virus as an excuse for you to be abusive and unfriendly towards Asians at all. Like, I don't think this needs to be said, but it kind of has to, because you guys are, not you guys, but some people out there committing some unfair acts. And I just want to say, like, don't stab kids. Like, they have nothing to do with it, Just don't hurt people just because you need an excuse to harm people. That's all I can say. But so much for that. Not to end it on a better note. Honestly, I'm kind of glad to have a break from my schedule. I was talking to Zion before spring break, and he was like, dude, I only see you like 2 hours a day. And I was just like, LOL, like, when spring break comes back, I'll figure it out and I'll make sure I make time. And, if I really think about it, I wasn't going to be able to make time. I don't want to make an empty promise, but I was just like, how I can't switch my schedule. My jobs are very strict and my classes are strict and I have obligations to my orgs. And I was just like, oh my God, I spent every single semester and time that we've been together just either pledging Greek orgs or being busy doing other things. And I haven't had time to really develop the relationship and be like, oh, like, I actually like hardcore like this person. It's not just because like you were here, like really when like everything was popping out. Like, I legitimately like this person. And it was like, I wasn't giving myself a chance to really just explore that. And I'm just really glad that I get a chance to do that. And it's worked out very well for me. So positive note, healthy relationships or healthy interdependence is a good thing. And make sure that you like people because you like them, not because of the things they do for you or vice versa. So much for that. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe. As you already know, my name is Alyceson-Grace. I make videos on Fridays and whenever I feel like it. You should look at my Animal Crossing videos if you have nothing better to do. There will be a compilation video that comes out like probably towards the end of the month. And it's really a lot of fun. But I will see you guys later. Bye.